Welcome everybody, it's tractorchute here, and I hope everybody's having a wonderful season. It is Christmas season. We are rolling upon the big day here. I believe it's December 7th or 6th today. I'm not entirely sure, but I know we're getting pretty darn close here. I figure I got up this morning. Might as well get myself a good old energy drink and do this marathon of a game that I didn't even see I had in there. And I do apologize to whoever submitted it. It is a new submitter. Has been in my box since October 15th. So yeah, it's been a while. I will let you know it is a fairly long game. So buckle up, get your popcorn out, and we'll take a boo. Sitting in the upper right hand corner, it is the red Protoss being played by VapoR. And in the lower left-hand corner of this map, we will see the blue Zark being played by FrosT. VapoR and FrosT sounds like they go together. We'll tell you, we did go out and do a little bit of Christmas shopping last night there. It was pretty fun. Trying to get that done there. Trying to get most of our nieces and nephews out of the way there. You know, I find almost when we're out there, and I was telling my wife this there, I find it harder to buy for other people's kids than our own. You know, like I'm sitting there and I'm looking, and it, literally, like I'm the worst because I want to get the perfect gift for him here, and we sit there going through this. No, shit, my brother and his wife going to think that's stupid. No. But yet when it comes to my own kids, you know, my wife will sit there, we'll go shopping for their birthday or whatever it is. She'll pull something off the shelf there. Oh, what do you think? Yeah, just throw it in the buggy. Yep. You know, like I don't even think twice. But yeah, when I'm shopping for nieces and nephews, I literally up and down. I put things back 100 times, picked them up. So I got three of the kids out of the way there. I got just two more to go. And then, of course, I got to buy for their parents. And, so yeah, we'll get that all out of the way there, and then I'll buy for my parents and our family. We're going to do last there. I like to get everything else out of the way first. So yeah, it'll be pretty fun, but we're getting a move on it here. Either way, there does look like it. We are stopping the hatch first, so not too bad of a job by VapoR. Oh, he just about had it pretty darn close there. FrosT getting a little bit pissed off here. He's going in circles. Plants another pylon down. He's done his job. Over here, he did get out a Nexus. Nexus first. What the fuck? Alright, next is first happened by VapoR. Like it early expo over there. And over here, the Overlord is still scouting around the map there. He will finally find him with the drone. Drone will get in there. He does see what is happening. And of course, the reason that Nexus did go up. Oh, wow. A little bit surprising that he did go up there, especially with that spawning pool. God, I got the hiccups. So he's got the spawning pool up fairly early. So a little bit surprised the VapoR actually ended up expanding shortly there. Could end up being a little bit of trouble, and I actually see a little bit of trouble down here. What's that box? It's going to be a hatchery, is it? Yes, it is. We are dropping the hatchery on top of the... I don't even know why. Why? All right, either way, I will actually tell you, I believe these guys, unless I got my colors mixed up, are Platinum versus a Masters. But it might be Platinum versus Diamond, but I can't remember what the colors are. Probably Platinum versus Diamond more than likely. So they're fairly high end. A little bit surprised at this here. APM's looking pretty good. Oh, wow, 300 at one point there, but 186 to 111. Very surprised he's dropping the hatchery down. They're not entirely sure. Both these guys trying a little bit of kind of oddball moves here, and he's going to end up losing the one probe. So fairly good job there. Pylon finally goes down at the other end. So FrosT will be able to get his natural as well to give him a third. And I would imagine that's what's going to happen pretty quick. Cancel on this hatchery is probably going to happen as well. I can almost guarantee that. So either way here, we do have this pretty much walled off. So he's going to be looking pretty good with that Nexus first, which is very, very rare. Gets himself a Z-Lot out. In the meantime, at the other end, we are continuing to pump ourselves out. Just a queen in that hatchery, of course, which he had just... What the hell did he do with that hatchery? Did he put another one down here? Alright, he is pretty intent on getting a hatchery into his opponent's base here. Really confused as to what he's doing here. Z-Lot's going to come up here. He's going to do some damage here. I think he's being more of an ass, kind of dicking around here. You know, he's going to cancel all anyways, gains most of the minerals back. So, fair enough. And there goes his natural at the same time here. In the meantime, there's still no gas, so maybe going to go dog heavy. Definitely going to need some metabolic boost if he does choose to do so. Overlord's still going to hang on at the upper portion of the map. And get yourself another pylon. Second gas is going down for a good amount of VapoR. And he's going to chase down that drone at the same time. So very good job there. Ends up taking out that drone. Looking pretty good. He's got this almost nicely saturated with about 16-ish. But he's got 12 on it so far. No gas as of yet. Going to plant a pylon back there. Probably plant a couple cannons down there just in case he does go straight to Muta. Who knows? At the same time here, he doesn't look like he's really teching into anything. He is just droning the heck out of this. He is really going macro heavy early. He's just spitting them out left, right, and center. Still no more dogs coming out. Upgrades already coming out for a good man of VapoR. Looking pretty skookum down here. Going to get himself out the cyber core so we can start getting some good gold warp gate technology. I would have to imagine spitting out zealots. We're going with a lot of zealots nice and early here. I like it. Wowzer. Got himself up to a total count of 7 happening here, I do believe. Or 6. Okay, I thought he had another one coming out. So 6 zealots. He's ready to move across the map here. We will go see what kind of damage he's going to do. Could get into this expansion and really wreaks a little bit of havoc early. Queen is going out looking like they are creep spreading. There's some more dogs on the map there. Very good job. Going to want to connect these bases up fairly quickly here so we can at least get some quicker moving queens between each of them. Get a quicker creep spread happening here. And here we go. VapoR's got 6 zealots ready to go to work here. And I'd have to imagine he might actually get a hatchery kill. I don't know if he's got enough dogs to handle this. There's the dogs. They're both going to cross over each other. Zealots are going to follow him. No, he says forget that. He'll let him go. He knows he's fully walled off. He's going to be looking pretty good. In the meantime, there are a little bit of drone transfers happening back and forth here. And here we go. I do believe that these are dogs, I would like to imagine. Yes, they are coming out here, and he is trying to wreak havoc. He'll actually get the hatchery kill here quite easily. I can't imagine this getting stopped at all here. Even with these dogs coming out, they'll probably retreat, or he might actually look to do a little bit of engage. No, he's running back. He's going to protect his natural because he knows that's what's going to happen next here. So this hatchery will end up going down. So a little bit of a plus for a good man of VapoR. He's up by a little bit. Both these guys look pretty good. Nobody getting supply block. Runs away from the Bloodlords. Very good move there. So not looking too bad. Pretty much puts them back on 2 base. There's the spine crawlers going down as expected. Tons of dogs have finally hit the map. Have to imagine gas has hit. Yes, it has. And he's going right to Baneling. Standard dog Baneling to start this map off here. And we're also going to keep that creep spread going. Very good. Zealots have done their job. They're actually going to go right back to base. Mothership core on the field as well. Not looking too bad. Both these guys are going to start macroing up here. Get themselves all teched up there. There's all the warp gates going down there. Making sure he's got lots of warp gates happening. Warp gate technology ready to finish up. Not too shabby. Still living on the one cannon at the wall off here. So not too bad of a build. I do like it. And it's pretty much fully saturated now at that expansion. So looking good. And in the background here we have the Robo Support Bay, or the Robo Bay, I guess they call it in this one here. So we're probably going to get ourselves into some standard Colossi, which is fairly standard against Zerg. And there we go. 3rd Nexus happening here. Very good macro game out of VapoR. In the meantime, there, all these dogs, they're kind of scouting around the map here, making sure there's no hidden pylons or anything like that. Get rid of all the proxies that they can. There we go. 3 queens just going to work on that creep spread. Do like to see that. I will say that much. Looking very good. Yes, we were talking last night that we're actually not going to do any traveling. Usually we travel for Christmas. We'll go down, see the parents. My brother flies over from Ontario there. And then my other brother, he works on the rigs. He's actually got to work on Christmas Day. He's got to go back for another hit, so that's kind of a piss off. He was originally supposed to have it off, so it kind of sucks. But either way, you'll have the 18th to the 25th off there. So yeah, I'm not too sure what the whole plan is there. I think they're all going to come down here for a bit since we're not going up there. I'm just letting my parents know tonight, as we did talk about last night. Figured not going to happen, but look at this massive herd of dogs running up here. They're going to run over to the Naga Tower, and then, wow, this is going to be a lot to reckon with. Holy, they're just going to go right at these cannons, I think. He's got enough dogs there. That is a ton of dogs. And this could be a little bit of trouble. Trying to warp in some zealots here. Bringing the army in there. Is it going to be enough? He's got a lot of sentries in there. Very good force fields. Looking good. Actually ends up saving his nexus. Very good job. That was a lot of dogs. Don't think he had enough in the end to even take that out, even if he wanted to. So he does retreat. So very good defend there. Both these guys fairly even, I would say. Both of them very quick at macroing up and getting their army going. Let the 11-minute mark. And they're looking good. 104 to 89 in the food count. Not too shabby, I will say that much. And there's the thermal lance finishing up there. And we're also getting melee and car pace happening at the same time. So upgrades for both these guys looking very good. Creep spread almost halfway across the map. These are some fairly high-end players for their league, I will say that much. In all honesty, I don't remember which one was platinum, and I'm pretty sure the other guy was diamond now. I'm not entirely sure what his rate, which one he was either. So I don't even know who wins this map. I don't even know who submitted this map, and I apologize. Like I say, it's been sitting in there. I didn't realize I had a map from a new. Usually the new guys that submit, I'll try and get theirs out right away there. So I'm a little bit surprised. I think it was the length of the game that stopped me from doing it. It's not overly long, but it's on the longer end. I will say that much. And there we go. Cannons going down like crazy here. 3 more cannons happening. Gonna try and get that nicely saturated. So basically 3 base sitting on 3 base here. So fairly even these guys are. Have to imagine his 4th is going to go down here one more time at some point. And you're probably going to check out a banelings here. I haven't really seen any banelings. Do you actually have any on the map? No, no banelings on the map as of yet. So, yeah, not looking too bad. I will say that much. Creep spread, yeah, just about halfway. Naga Tower's taking over. So, Zerg's got map control, I would say, at this point. But at the same time, it's not like our good man of VapoR doesn't know what's going on or where his opponent is. So, this is Overlord over here. He's just still kind of hanging out. Imagine he's going to maybe use him for a little bit of scouting at some point in time. All these Overlords, that would be disaster if he ends up encountering these ones here. And there we go. We are going to finally move them maybe into a little bit more of a safe zone, I would have to imagine. And taking a look over here. Is he staying double robo as of yet? I don't think so, no. Where is his robo base? Just the one, eh? Oh, just running off one. Fair enough. I guess that does work for you on 3 base. Yeah, so outside of that, it's going to be pretty quiet Christmas for us. Me and my wife both work full time, so it's not like we have a ton of time. We really only had the weekend off. Each weekend there, so really that was the big reason, because our parents are a 4-hour drive, so we really didn't want to do that. You know, we got to leave Saturday morning, come back Sunday night just to make it back and home in time for work there. So that was the biggest reason we're not going to do any traveling. So like I say, we'll kind of suck, but either way, like they said, they'll probably end up coming down here for a couple days there, do Christmas dinner up here or something like that. But we will see. Still continuing with the massive amount of dogs, 68 dogs on the map. We got 7 Stalkers, 6 Sentries, 2 Colossi, 1 Immortal, and 19 Zealots for VapoR. And there you go. That's a little bit of a shitty situation with that Zealot. He ends up getting taken out quite easily here. All these dogs maintaining control in the middle of the map here, looking pretty good. And over here, way more dogs happening here. He's just running them around. Creep spread happening everywhere as well. No, you can probably sit back on this one for a little bit at least. Yeah, but outside that, let me know what you guys are doing for Christmas. Let me know where you guys are all from there. I don't know. I know I got a few Canadian viewers. They got a few down from the U.S. as well. I know I got one over in Germany. So, yeah, I do like the wide variety of people that we do have that do view the channel. So, like I say, sign up to the Facebook fan page if you want as well. That's also where I post different challenges every now and then. I haven't done a challenge in a while. Might start that up. Actually, I might come up with one for the end of the day. I'm going to do another cast. Maybe I'll announce it in that one here. We'll find out. I'll make sure I title it as well so you guys know. I wouldn't mind doing a challenge there, maybe a Christmas time challenge. I'll give you guys all the way up till Christmas. I'll make it a super hard challenge there, something like that. We'll see there. I'll come up with it sometime later in the day, though. And there we go. We are going to spit out a few more Stalkers, because why not? And looks like we do have Darkies on the map here. Hey, and they are ready to get dropped down, and this is where we are going to happen there. Oh, it is all done by the Spore Car detecting and all. Mutas are on the field. He's going to try to go work on here. I don't think he has the vision over here. This is trouble. He's actually going to end up losing the Spire before the upgrade finishes. This sucks. Going at the Infestation Pit. If he takes this down as well, this could be a big win for him here. That's definitely going to help taking out 2 good tech buildings. That does end up taking out before the site gets over there, or the vision gets over there. Oh, wow. Very good job. Takes out 2 main buildings, but the Mutas are now on the map here, and they're ready to do some damage. So we've got pretty much a strong muted dog type build here. Both these guys almost maxed out in their food count here. But he does have a lot of Stalkers to at least try and defend this off here. So might be looking pretty good. And Mutas are ready to start doing some damage. They're going to start making their way across the map here. And they're going to try and sneak in anywhere they can. I do believe he has cannons pretty much. Oh, no cannons actually over here. So it could be a little bit of trouble. Plus, he has his Dark Shrine over there. So might end up taking that out. Not that that's going to make a difference, because he does know it is on the map already. So it won't be surprising. Oh, he's going to have vision everywhere. He's going to have Overseers everywhere. Going on the work on the Robo Facility. Will he get this out in time? He uses a mass recall. Don't know if it's going to be there in time. It's going to be very, very close. Oh, does end up taking that out. Very good job there. Not too shabby. Very good job taking out the Robo Facility. That's pretty much a little bit of a win for him, at least for FrosT. So getting himself on the board with a nice building kill. And Overseers do make their way over here as well. So he can detect any of those Darkies, try and knock them off as well. We'll have to keep an eye on them, see if he's going to look to do another drop there. Where did he actually end up putting that there? Oh, he did actually lose the Warp Prism. Was going to go look for it, but that is no longer on the map here. So these Mutas are going to hang on here. How many does he have? 16 Mutas over here. And they're ready to start flying in there. Like I said, there's no cannons over here, so they can really wreak havoc on this mineral line. That's exactly what they're going to do. There's going to be a lot of probes going down there. Takes out quite a few. Very good job there. And we'll fly out of there before losing anything. Very good job. And the Stalkers do try and get over there, but he's just out of range. So continuing to do a little bit of harassment here. We'll force the army to keep their eye on this. So kind of make sure they can't actually move anywhere. Dogs are, oh no, this is big trouble. The dogs are going to move in there. He knows they're coming in. He's only got 3 cannons over here. He doesn't really want to move that army out of place. So he's actually going to push really hard over here. In the meantime there, the Mutas are ready to fly in right away here. And yes, the army is leaving, so the Mutas will continue to go over here. Oh, there's the Photon Overcharge. Very good move. Ends up losing this Nexus. Maybe it was very, very close. Actually ends up retreating them all out of there as the army did start to move their way over here. So very good job there. Does fend that off. It is back and forth. He's really got to keep that micro up here. We'll say that. APM must be fine. Yes, it is. Was almost at 300 for a current at that point in time. So very good job there. Take a look over here. We do have Storm hitting the map. We are getting our level 2 for the good old air attack as well for FrosT. So now look at too shabby. Double-pronged attacks are also very, very effective. There we go. We did actually add to this. We are now have ourselves up to 16, 21, 22 of these babies over here now. Looking pretty good. Bunch more overlords coming over to help them out. Not entirely sure why, but they're going to fly over here as well. Not even loaded up. Yes, he does actually get them out of there. And these are the cannons coming down, but he might actually lose them all as the mutas are in place and no army is in place over here. So he's just going to go to work on all these cannons coming up here. Yeah, that didn't really go over well. So ends up taking out all those cannons. We'll take out the last cannon here as well. Just going to wreak havoc over here. Going to work on the pylons in the background here. And he is just going to start working on this building here. He's going to go for the Dark Shrine first. And then the Robo Support, Robo Bay, I guess, and he will move himself right to the middle of the map. He's trying to push himself out here as he does realize it's almost turned into a base race here. Got his army in the middle, letting the mutas just wreak havoc on his base here. They're going to go to work on that Robo Support Bay, I would have to imagine. In the meantime there, he's got to get his army positioned over here. Because this is, oh, does catch all those overlords out of place here. We'll end up taking out quite a few overlords. He's got enough to last, though. Let's see. Oh, now it is actually starting to take a hit on his food. That is not good, but at the same time, he's losing a lot of buildings. Natural ends up going down, and we'll lose the Robo Bay there, which I would imagine he might want to target that down, but he's not. He's actually going right for the Forge. Going to take down the upgrade building and the cannon building and just go to work on these. Wow! Wreaking havoc in here, and there's nothing he could do. Bringing the army back here. Is it going to be in time? He's taking out a lot of pylons. Trying to unpower everything he can over here, and he might actually end up doing so as he's just focusing down. There's a couple buildings getting unpowered there. Robo Bay gets unpowered as well. Mass recall happens. Does get out of there. Has a little bit of an Artosis pylon here, which is really powering a ton here. Just makes his way over here. Mutas are tough to deal with. I will say that much. And very annoying. There's a bunch of stalkers coming in on the outside there, and we'll retreat them, but they have done their damage. Well done. Wow, FrosT looking good. Expansions happening everywhere. Looking pretty skookum. There's the big army of dogs as well there. So he's looking pretty good. Got his opponent on the 2 base now. So VapoR, but VapoR does have a very big army, so we'll be able to deal with this if he chooses to engage. It could be a little bit of trouble. Oh, does run him out of there. Very, very good job. It has a few banelings in his army now, and they're just going to go right for it now. Here we go. That is a lot of colossi. Wow. That is a lot of storm action. He's actually going to try to engage that. Not the best of moves. That is way too many stalkers in there. They're just wreaking havoc on those mutas there. Very good job by VapoR there. He does a little bit of a blink there. Takes out 1 or 2 more, I do imagine. And here we go, working on the creep spread as well. Has himself with the observer in the army to give him a little bit of vision. Now look at Too Bad. He's trying to push himself across the map. Really needs to put a big push back here now that he has lost that base. His opponent has so many bases on the map here. Got very good map control, but at the same time, this is a powerhouse of an army. Very overwhelming army compared to what FrosT has, and he's just wreaking havoc across the map here. Not much he can really do to prevent him from getting rid of this creep spread. So very good job. Both these guys are kind of back to square one now, I would say, but at the same time, VapoR's still holding control with the army. So very, very close. Like I say, he's probably got a very good income advantage, I would have to imagine. Yes, almost double the income, so looking pretty good there. And we're also getting a little bit of burrowing technology. Like it, like it, like it. Oh, here we go. Going to get a few of these mutas heading across the map here. They're going to try and get in there. No cannons or nothing over here, so might be able to get into that mineral line. At the same time, some cannons up here in a very odd location. But either way, that works, I guess. And he is just wreaking havoc. Look at this army. Wow, Archon's in it as well. Very, very powerful combination. This is a great big Protoss ball here. And a Protoss ball with a good mix like this is very tough to deal with. And they're just continuing to move across the map here, but at the same time, it does look like the mutas have moved themselves in here. Does get a warp in of stalkers here. Stalkers going to try and do as much as they can here. And they are actually doing quite a good job here. Might actually clean up the few mutas that are up here. There they go, a couple little good blinks there, and might actually do the job. Yes, he does. Does clean up pretty much all these mutas here. Got a few of them left here, but those stalkers should take care of that quite easily. In the meantime, he is just pushing hard over here. And just, oh, there's the spore card. Takes out that. Very good job there. And he's just pushing it up. There's actually a lot of spine cores as well. There's the swarm host as he did tech up into the swarm host, so looking pretty good there as well. This is just big trouble for him here. Has 7 swarm hosts on the map. We'll lose another expansion, and he is starting to get pushed towards his main at the same time he is not doing any damage at the other end. So this is a lot of trouble for him. Has tried to get himself back in. It's 134, 297. And there's the good old Locust there. They're coming out here. They're going to try and push this army back, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Doesn't have a lot of Colossi here, so not a lot to deal with these Locusts. So he will actually end up retreating this army out of here. Probably a pretty good move by VapoR. So not too shabby. He has done his damage, but is continuing to move around, trying to pick off any little hatchery that he can. So he'll push himself back up here to the middle of the map there. And is he going to retreat? Yes, he is actually going to retreat that army back to the Naga Tower, I would have to imagine. Very good move there. So not looking too bad. Either way, out of both these guys there, maintaining map control, a little bit of back and forth. Hasn't re-expanded at all here. So still sitting on 2 bases. That does seem to be working for him. And he's going to come right back to the middle of the map and try and start pushing forward. One more time, he might start to take off the upper left-hand portion of the map to make sure that's all cleaned up. Would be a good idea, as he does have a lot of expansions that are empty and unprotected. So he's looking pretty good, Frost, but at the same time, VapoR's got the our army control. That's for darn sure. And both these guys struggling a little bit with the mineral count, as you can see there, as they are continuing to spend those minerals left, right, and center. I guess there's no point in expanding back over here. Probably has a fair bit of gas left over here. Yes, he does. But either way, I guess he's going to build that army right back up to 200, I would have to imagine. And take a look over here. It's looking pretty good. He's got 20 working on this. This is fully mined out up here. So yeah, definitely needs to get an expansion out pretty soon here. And there's the good old swarm holes. They're going to plant themselves down here. And they will start launching out the locusts here. That should be enough to force this army out of here once they do see the locusts head their way up there. So they do plant themselves down here, and here goes the locust as expected. And once he sees them, we'll see what he chooses to do, whether or not he goes up to the upper left or if he just retreats back to base. He is going to go to the upper left here. Very good move there. And now he's going to start to find these unguarded bases. So very good move here. He's going to move himself up here. We'll see there's nothing at this location. Is he actually going to go make the full trip around? Yes, it does look like it. So this is where we might actually start losing a few bases. Not that he's mining off of any of them, really. This one still has nothing mining off it. This one does have a little bit going off of 15 altogether, so that would be a pretty good kill if he can move in there. Can see the creep spread. So there we go. He will push himself in there. Very good move there. We'll take out another hatchery. Another little bit of an advantage there. Very good job. And it does look like he will take out a little bit of broodlords that do come out of there. Or broodlings, I guess you can call them. And has done his job. We'll kind of move himself back across there, and we'll take a little bit of a rest here. Swarm hosts are back in position. So very good control with the swarm hosts there, as they're the only things that can really keep this army away from him at this point in time. He has 19 of them now. Is staying straight swarm hosts, it looks like here, as that is the bulk of his army. Does he have the upgrades for them? I'm not entirely sure. I don't even know where his infestation pit is, to be honest with you. And don't really care to collect the building tabs. I'll just sit back and relax and watch him here, but I don't think he has the upgrade for the time with the locust there for the extended time. Maybe he does, I'm not entirely sure, but either way there, he is going to move himself over here and try and replant them into a very good location over here. Does look like a zealot is going to work on the creep spread as well, so not too shabby there. In the meantime, they're almost fully saturated. Has a good old spore car sitting in that base. Yeah, has another hatchery trying to build over here. Has a zealot over there, so I imagine he's going to send something over there. Looks like he's going to send the swarmos over there to do that job. So very good job there, and he has re-expanded for VapoR. Good job there. Got to keep that mineral count up there, as he is really low on the minerals here. Take a look at the income tab, but they're actually fairly even, surprisingly enough, on the mining. Like I say, Frost has a lot of bases, just not mining off a whole ton of them at this point in time. So we kind of sit back and relax for the tiny little bit of breathing time we do have in this game, as this has been a ton of action back and forth here. There's a little bit of a probe transfer happening here. That is a ton of gateways that he has on the map here. Very good job. He is still working himself off the one robo facility, it looks like, as that is probably enough for him. Temporal Archives is still out, and it does look like he has his storms. Well, obviously he has been using his storms. Does he have a ton of them? Yes, he does actually. He has 5 of those high tempers in his army, so not too bad of a count there either. And it does look like we have some more zealots continue to move across the map here. They'll want to try and get the kill on that last little hatchery. Or at least the last little hatchery that he has seen. It's not mining at all, but he will get another hatchery kill. It does look like, as I don't see any locusts making their way over here. So very good job there. Does end up taking that out here. Here's the locust. They're going to try and get over there, but it will not be in time. So ends up losing one more hatchery yet again. In the meantime there, this is pretty much fully saturated. Looking pretty skookum there. Has enough gas, so he's not mining off any of those gases at this point. So we'll kind of kick it for at least a few seconds here to give us a little bit of time to breathe. Yeah, so outside of that, I've been playing a lot of Diablo 3 lately. I've been playing much StarCraft. Been casting it here and there, but I haven't really been playing it. Got to get back into it here. I've been asked by a couple of the viewers there to get in on a couple games with them there, but I might start doing that here pretty soon. Maybe a little bit today there. I got a lot of time in my hands today, so yeah. Might end up happening today. So one little darky in there does get one spine crawler kill and then ends up getting killed. Fully upgraded there, as you can see on his ultra list there. So they are going to start doing some damage here. Very good choice to get into the ultras, as that might be what he needs to go against this great big ball that he's got for the Protoss. Does look like his army is actually trying to push out. FrosT ready to go. FrosT has almost got himself back into the game, almost back on even on the army count here. Here's a whole bunch of locusts just kind of hanging out around the Naga Tower there. Yes, they do have the time on him now. Yes, you can see the upgrade is there. I think our Zerg has all the upgrades he can get, and I would have to imagine opponent is the exact same as well. Let's see. He is 3, 2, and 3, so not looking too shabby. Pretty much has all his upgrades. I had to elect to get into a Sky Toss army, and I don't think that would be a very good tech option for him. Might as well stick with this great big ball he's got here, and finally he'll get over here. This is probably a good choice here, as that was a lot of workers that he did have over there, so we'll end up taking out most of that there. And we can't see the Ultralisk did get in there, but did choose to retreat right away. Probably a pretty good option for them. Another hatchery goes down. That was a good hatchery takeout, as that was one of his main mining hatcheries. Very good job there. Not too shabby. Looking pretty good out of a good amount of VapoR. FrosT in the meantime there, he's pretty even as well here. I really don't know who has the advantage at this point in time, as he has a very good counter to what he has experienced with VapoR here. So it could be a very close battle. It would depend on who has the better micro, who gets the better engagements here, and might want to look to expand one more time for VapoR here, just so he has something to lean on in case he does lose this expansion, which is kind of in the middle of the map here. But he will continue to move his army around here, keep control, kind of make sure that he's kind of got this base guarded at the same time here. Really doesn't want to lose that there. Has the mothership core with him if he does need to use a mass recall, so very good job there. So we'll kind of push himself across here. The other army is moving up here with the locust here, so a little bit out of position, so he might actually be able to move in, but no, he's just going to kick it back at the Naga Tower. Both these guys almost back up to 200 food there. Those locusts won't get too close, but he does realize where they are, so he will plant right beside him here, and now he does see where they are. Plants them down here, may force the army back down with this locust hatch, and has a lot of infestors on the map as well. A very good move with them as well. They could use good old fungal growth as well, maybe drop some infested terrain on the map here. So we'll force that army to get their arse out of there, so very good job there, I will say that much. And yeah, it kills off the last couple locusts that he does end up seeing there. So we'll just kind of maintain a little bit of map control in the middle. Really doesn't want to lose that. So very good job by FrosT keeping that control. In the meantime there, yes, I do see that. What is going on down here that he's ended up getting hit off? Does end up killing off whatever it was. Oh, his Darkies in there. Does take out the Spire there. Very good job there. Then he's got one more Spire to go, so he's going to go to work on that as well. Very good job. Sorry about that. And there we go. Vipers are actually on the map now too. Very good job. I like it. Getting a very good combination of units now. Vipers will definitely help to try and yank out the few Colossi that he does have in the army. Maybe even yank some Archons. Is that a good move to yank Archons in there? I'm not entirely sure. But either way, do have a lot of locusts on the map here. They're going to push their way up, which will enable these swarm hosts to move a little bit closer and try and get themselves burrowed up there. In the meantime, the Darkies are just going to work. Going to try and take out this hive if they can. And they might actually do so, as that army is not really moving anywhere close to him here. So if he does get a hive kill here, that'll be a pretty big kill for him here, especially if he can take out all their buildings, which did tech with it. Need a good old drink there. Oh, my throat was getting a little bit sore there. Actually did a lot of talking last night. We had a lot of people we ran into last night while Christmas shopping, so did quite a bit of visiting last night as well there. It was quite an eventful night there. Ended up leaving the kids at home there, so it was kind of nice to get out, you know, on our own, do a little bit of shopping, don't have to maintain our kids here running all over the stores and playing with every damn toy that they can. So that was kind of nice, you know. Yeah, we'll be taking them out next weekend there to do some more Christmas shopping with them. Tomorrow we're going to do a little bit again by ourselves there, but weekend after there we'll end up taking them out. They'll be off school and that there. We'll let them buy their presents for their friends and that, and get all that dealt with there. Hoping to have everything done probably by the 15th. That is our goal anyways. Usually we always tell ourselves every year we're going to get it all done by November, but that never seems to happen. Oh wow, there we go. Vipers are in there now, so we could look to see him get yanked over here if he does choose to do so. There's the infestors. They might look to drop some fungal growth, and yes, they do. They drop a little bit down there, and it is kind of back and forth. I don't know if he's going to end up being able to fend this off. You might want to get a couple more Colossi in that army, as that is a lot of swarm hosts to try and deal with there. Oh, actually catches a few of those Colossi out of position there with the fungal growth. Catches him on the front line. Might get a couple kills on him here. It does look like he probably will. There's the locust going in. They end up killing that off. Very good job there. Almost has the mothership killed there. Might want to start working on it a little bit. If he can kill that off, that will at least delay him from getting another one out for a little bit. In the meantime there, they are pushing as hard as they can here, but that is a lot of stalkers, that is a lot of archons, and they're actually going to start pushing themselves forward here. I don't know if it's enough. That is way too many locusts, and there's the ultralisk trying to get in there as well. Could be a little bit of trouble for them as they're pushing really hard at this point in time here. It could be very, very even here. Not entirely sure who's going to come out ahead on this engagement. And they're just pushing. There's Storm's going down the best he can to try and fend this off here, but he is just losing his army. He has lost control of food here. Wows, does look like FrosT has come out on top here. He is just pushing hard, but at the same time, it is fairly even. He's sending them all in there. There's the Storms going down on the Locusts, but these Locusts are just annoying. Keep replenishing themselves and just keep knocking out. 135 to 89. He is pushing hard. FrosT is looking pretty good. Good burrow on the Infestors. Very good job there. And there's one more Locust launcher. That could be enough to finish this expansion off. That is a lot of Locusts. They're going right to work on the middle line here. Looking pretty good here as he is just pushing hard. Not entirely sure what VapoR's answer to this is going to be, as that is a lot of Locusts. Answer would be a lot more Colossi here, but at the same time, I think he's been working off one Robo facility the entire time. Might have two, and I do apologize if I missed it, and it is over there. But either way there, he is going to push right through this expansion here, and we'll end up taking this out quite easily here. Burrow's down for one more launch. At the meantime there, he does have some more warpings happening over here, trying to take out all the production buildings that he can, but at the same time, he really needs to start taking out those swarm holes that are already on the map. And there we go, takes out a useless extracted there, and we'll go to work on these two Evo chambers. Not that does a lot, he is fully upgraded, and does end up taking out this Nexus as well. That is big trouble for his opponent, and like I say, VapoR, I mentioned earlier, needed to have this expansion out so he had something to fall back on, but he doesn't. He really is. I don't think he's mining off of anything right now. Oh, he must be mining off of something. What the hell is he mining off of? Gotta be, no, at the same time, like I say, he's knocking everything down here. He's got to be mining off of something here. Oh no, there's the income down to zero finally here, as he does end up taking out that expansion here. And there you go, Locusts have pushed through the front door, and this is great big trouble. They are fairly even in food count, but at the same time, I don't think a lot of that is in too heavily into his income here, is he doesn't really have anything coming in. So basically, once that 3,900 bucks runs out here, or 4,000 I guess for our good man of FrosT, he might be in trouble. But at the same time, VapoR has no money, so this is big trouble for him. And there we go, this Nexus will end up going down, and that could pretty much draw the end of this here. But at the same time, he's knocking down everything at the main here, which is very good. But like I said, there's too many swarm holes already established on the map here that he needs to start taking out. If he does that, then his opponent might be in trouble, because I don't think he has anything else he can build off of here. He is pretty much out of everything. That is a lot of Zealots sitting down there. No, he can't really do anything at this point there. He's got a lot of money, but I don't think he can build anything out of it. No, he's got a hatchery come down, as you can see there. Needs to start getting those spawning pools back up there, get something out anyways here. But at the same time, he might have enough swarm holes to try and finish this off, and he's really doing a good job of it, because his opponent has, like I say, has nothing to mine off of. But at the same time, it could just be come down to army versus army. Both these guys really don't have much to mine off of here. That's a little bit happening over here. If we take a look at it, yes, it's only 220 to 0 and no gas happening for either one of these guys here. There we go. Our sport car might actually get a kill on that warp prism, which might help him out a little bit here to at least stop these drops happening. And there we go. We are going to push them right across here. We have essentially basically turned this into a base race, I must say. Here we go, another hatchery ends up not going down there. Yeah, this is big trouble for FrosT. You know, it looked like FrosT was coming out ahead, but at the same time, when it turns into a base race, I don't know who's going to win this. He's trying to take the army out with the Locusts. There's the Locusts. They're going to try and push their way in here. That is a lot of Zealots. Good retreat. I do like to see that there. There's not a ton of buildings left on the map for his opponent here. Just needs to knock down what is left. What does he have left? Has a hatchery over here. And essentially, I think that hatchery is about it. There we go, pushes that army right out of there, but at the same time, there's too many buildings happening over here. He's got nothing to spend it on, but at the same time, like I say, if it came down to a base race, might be in trouble, but he can drop hatcheries left, right, and center, has a lot of money to do so. There's some more drones that did pop out there, so that will definitely help him a little bit. Might want to go start dropping some more expansions down. And we do have the good old burrowed infestors here. They're dropping down infested terrain here, trying to take out all the long distance miners there, and they do exactly that. So very good job there. And here we go, we are right down here at the base here, and now he has found where the hatchery is, so he is heading over there, and so is the army of FrosT. FrosT is going over there as well. Needs to get that fendered off here. This could be a lot of trouble. It's dropping down a spawning pool as well. Might be too little too late. The Stalker's taking out what it can. Looking pretty good. What does he have left? 4 drones. Has 9 more drones on the map here. So still has a little bit to help him out. But at the same time, if this army ends up getting down there, it could be a lot of trouble. Needs to start dropping hatcheries left, right, and center. Otherwise, this could spell the end of him here. And there's the army. It has found it. They're going to make the push here. And this could be the end of it here. I'm not too sure if he has anything else on the map. We're going to find out in about 2.5 seconds here, as he is just pushing hard on this hatchery here. And there goes that hatchery. Yes, he must have something else on the map. Not entirely sure what the heck it is, but... Whoa, there we go. Okay, so he takes out those 2 there. I just wanted a little bit of time to take a boo here. Nothing, 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 nothing. Nothing, nothing. Wow. He has a sport car left, I guess, so maybe that's what's saving him at this point in time. I really think it is, actually. I think that's all he's got left on the map. The rest is just plain crease spread. He's got a couple sport cars on the map, so wow. Very surprised. I would be surprised if that actually ends up saving him in the game here. That would be quite impressive. But at the same time there, he's not making a push on his opponent at all here. He's bringing back the infestors here, seeing if they can do some work, because if they can take out this army here, that could spell the end of VapoR here. It looks like he might be out ahead, but at the same time, I'm not entirely sure if he is ahead, because once that army goes down, he's got really nothing left to rebuild with. There's a sport car trying to get out of there. I think he's got one more sport car left. It's Look at that sport car. Go, buddy, go! That could be the last one. I'm not too sure. We're going to find out here. Infestors are trying to get in there. They're dropping infested Tran everywhere. Zealots are chasing down the sport car. They're doing a decent job. It does look like they will end up taking it out. And yes, that was the last sport car on the map. That was one hell of a game. And I will give my congrats out to you, VapoR. My condolences out to you, FrosT. Very good game, boys. Leaving you with this. If you don't have any sunglasses on, make sure you wear your earmuffs. You be good. Don't hurt nobody. Peace.